Hey everyone, welcome back. For this one, we're going to be revisiting the RTX 2060 and see how it now fares in Starfield now that Bethesda has dropped the latest update, which promises better performance and also the inclusion of DLSS, finally. So, we're going to be pairing this with my Ryzen 7 2700X with 16 gigabytes of DDR4 clocked at 3200 megahertz. Right, so we're going to start with the low settings and keep DLSS off, so I have no upscaling, and let's count those frames, and this is looking pretty good. I mean, when I tested this last time before the patch, we were getting mid-30s and really bad percentile lows, or like in the single digits. I mean, this is still stuttering. Yeah, it's a lot more stable than it was last time, and this is without any upscale. So we're nearly maxing out the 2060. It does drop a little bit. I have a feeling we're going to get some bottlenecking now from the 2700X. Not really sure, but yeah, it's obviously still not optimized, but it's better than it was before. We're dropping into the 40s, but it's still better than it was before. We'll go onto a barren moon and see what the difference is when we go to a planet, moon, whatever, you know, that's not got a lot going on in it. So on a more barren landscape, we are getting over 70 FPS. Now I can't remember what we got last time round, but close to 80 FPS on a 2060 is pretty impressive for Starfield, I would say. But yeah, this is, I mean, obviously we're in low settings, but it still looks fine. I mean, if we were to set it to, like, you know, ultra settings, just like, we'll just go straight, just crank it up and just see what the actual difference that makes. So without any upscaling. So now we are getting, this is the ultra settings, we're getting 50 FPS. And percentile lows looking pretty good. But if we head over to this building over here, I reckon that it might drop off. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, I can't imagine it'll be that much. It'll be pretty, I reckon it'll be back down to up. No, it just stuttered there. I reckon on New Atlantis, it'll just be even worse. Probably get less than 30 FPS, but hey, you know, it's a lot more playable now on a 2060 than it was before. There's a Jemison up there. Ooh. But yeah, this is, it's not great. In fact, have I got motion blur on? I've got bloody motion blur on. I'm like, get out of here. Why do they add motion blur? Nobody wants motion blur. But yeah, this is absolutely playable. If you know, don't play it ultra, obviously. You play it like, you know, low, medium settings. It'll play just fine without it. But if we add DLSS to the mix, let's see what happens. So we'll go back to the low preset and enable. Why is FSR 2 the default? Why? But anyway, we'll go with the quality settings. I mean, we've got like choice of ultra quality, balance, performance, ultra performance. But I think what we'll do is for this one, we'll just go with quality, balance, and performance. See what kind of difference we get with each of those ones. What that does is it sets the resolution scale automatically. So for this, it's 67%. So with the quality preset, we are getting, it was sort of 80 for a moment there, but yeah, we're getting like 60 odd FPS, averaging 70 so far. Percentile lows are looking okay, still a bit stuttery, but I reckon so this is absolutely fine for a barren planet. There's not a lot going on, which is where most of the action is going to take place. But what we'll do is we'll head to New Atlantis and see how much the frame rate takes a dip there. So in New Atlantis, we are looking at 50 odd FPS, which is still good. It's okay, you know, for a 2060, it's absolutely fine. I mean, we are getting a few dips and drops there, which I'd say is to be expected, but it's still not great. The GPU utilization's dropping for some reason here. We were maxing it out on the moon, but here it's like dropping. Are we like being bottlenecked by the 2700X maybe? I don't know. That's quite odd. But over here we like getting close to 60. I mean, it just goes to show that the thing is, even with low settings, without any upscaling, the 2060 will now handle Starfield absolutely fine. I don't think there's a need to use DLSS now for the 2060 because the performance boost is very good, and you'll see everything as it's meant to. No upscaling or anything, no blurriness from like oh god, that was quite a stutter there. Yeah, what we'll do now is we'll set it to balance to see how that impacts things. Right, so we'll now set DLSS to balanced, and it's the frame rate's it's not that much different. But what we're starting to see is that the GPU utilization is even lower. I mean, does DLSS use some CPU power as well? Maybe it would be in bottlenecks. I don't know what's going on here. But I have a feeling that the more we favour performance for DLSS, it's just not going to make a difference. We've got a bottleneck somewhere, and it's not going to increase that frame rate anymore. I don't know if it would, maybe it's well, the 2060's only got 6 GB of RAM. So is that a limitation? I mean, we're not exactly maxing it out. So we've got, I don't know, it's not really shifted. It's stuck at 4,892. So maybe that's the limit for the game. Maybe, I don't know. It's very odd. I might have to test this out in my main PC just to see if it actually makes a difference, or maybe the GPU is a limiting factor. You can't get any more frames out of it. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. But that'll be for another day. But in general, it looks like we're not going to get that much better performance from it. But if we maybe set it to performance mode, it'll be any bit different. Let's find out. Right, so we're now set to performance mode, and yeah, we're still stuck at 50 frames per second. I wonder if we maybe increase the quality so we can use more of the GPU. Would that make a difference? I don't know. We need to try and find the optimum settings, because by the looks of it, you may as well just not use DLSS, because the performance gain's just not that much. So I wonder if it's a I don't know what it could be. Let me know your thoughts down below, what the limitation could be, because it can't be a bottleneck, because the 2700X has been out at the same time as the 2060. So we're talking a mid-range GPU and a high-end CPU for 2018. But we'll see more usage of the CPU. But I think what we'll do is we'll try run it at high settings and just see what if we can get anything better in terms of utilization. Right, so what I'll do quickly is we'll just get a quick idea of what it's like in high settings without any upscaling. So at high settings, no upscaling, we're getting 30 FPS, which is pretty much what we're getting at low settings before the update. So yeah, that's pretty crap performance there, and we're only at high settings. So with that in mind, if we set upscaling to quality, and the difference there, we're getting 40 odd FPS, which is lower than at low settings, which ought to be expected, but it looks like we're using more of the GPU. We're getting high utilization there, nearly 100%. So maybe there was a limit there. I don't know. I still find it a pretty odd thing that we can't squeeze any more frames out of it, no matter what kind of performance it is. But if we will set it to performance, I think that's going to be where the red resolution is now set to 50. We'll see what happens there. And at high settings, performance mode, we are getting not much better. We're getting close to 50 FPS. It's no better than when we were running at low settings. So we've definitely got a bottleneck somewhere around here, one way or another. So I guess to conclude, on a 2060, you're not going to notice that much difference in performance when using DLSS. Regardless of what settings, you may as well use quality, because regardless of whether you use quality or performance mode, you're not going to squeeze any more frames out of it, unless you've got unless the CPU is the bottleneck here. But if you are running like a 2700X like I am, you probably are going to see a bottleneck. But in my opinion, you may as well just not use DLSS at all, because the performance boost with the update for a 2060 is now pretty adequate. It's very playable now compared to how it was before. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, I've got nothing more to say about this. That's just how it is. I mean, you could probably up the quality settings, but at high settings we're getting less than 30 in New Atlantis. Yeah, as I say, you could probably play at low settings without any DLSS and still have a playable experience with it, but obviously it's nothing compared to like a 4060 with frame generation where we're getting over 100 frames per second. That's the difference there. But yeah, so that's all for this one. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave your thoughts on this update down below. Have you seen a performance increase on your hardware since updating to updating Starfield? But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.